In today's report, Donald Trump has made wild and dangerous claims about Barack Obama. CNN quickly stepped in with a powerful fact check that completely shut down him. I shall break the story into three parts. Trump's latest attack on Obama, how it's reached a serious DEFCON 1 level, and CNN's truth bomb that wrecks his plan. MSNBC also reveals Trump is using Obama's name to distract from the growing Epstein scandal.
They're doing everything from releasing records from Martin Luther King Jr.'s assassination against the family's best wishes, to spinning oldies but goldies, the political equivalent of Blueberry Hill. I mean, talking about Barack Obama and, quote, Russiagate.
This does look like another political attempt to try and change the conversation. So here's what's going on. The Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, is threatening to prosecute members of the Obama administration. On Friday, Gabbard declassified a series of emails claiming officials manipulated and withheld key information from the public in an effort to undermine President Trump's entire first term in office and beyond. She says on December the 8th of 2016, officials prepared an assessment that found Russia did not interfere in the 2016 election, but they pulled that information before it reached President Obama. Gabbard then alleges that Obama directed his staff to create a new assessment on Russia, even though it would contradict other reports. We'll note that just a week later, on December the 16th, President Obama also publicly said there was no credible evidence of voting totals being manipulated.
I can assure the public that there was not the kind of tampering with the voting process that was of concern.
Did you see her trying not to laugh? Trump's latest outburst would be funny if it were not so scary. He just said the T word.
But the leader of the gang was President Obama, Barack Hussein Obama. Have you heard of him? And except for the fact that he gets shielded by the press for his entire life, that's the one they look. He's guilty. It's not a question. You know, I like to say, let's give it time. It's there. He's guilty. This was treason. This was every word you can think of. They tried to steal the election. They tried to obfuscate the election. They did things that nobody's ever even imagined, even in other countries. You've seen some pretty rough countries. This man has seen some pretty rough countries, but you've never seen anything like that. And we have all of the documents. And from what Tulsi told me, she's got thousands of additional documents coming. So President Obama, it was his concept, his idea.
I shall explain why those words are DEFCON 1 and dangerous. But first, watch CNN's fact checker destroy Trump's crazy claims about Obama.
President Trump made a lot of claims, Daniel, about former President Barack Obama. But what's the reality?
Well, President Trump has a long history of accusing former President Obama of committing crimes while not specifying how exactly those crimes were supposedly committed. So in this case, he kept saying Obama was caught, his name was on a document. I didn't specify what Obama was caught doing and did not say what document he was talking about. So it's a bit difficult to fact check, but I think there's a strong chance he's talking about something highlighted by a Director of National Intelligence, Tulsi Gabbard, that refers to an email post-election in 2016 where the member of the intelligence community said the president had directed the intelligence community to come up with a new assessment of how Russia had attempted to use tools to intervene in the 2016 election. So two things about that. First of all, that is post-election. That is pre-inauguration, but post-election. So it would not be an election rigging effort, as President Trump specified. And second of all, the president directing the intelligence community to assess Russian interference is simply not treason. There is very little there. Now, Tulsi Gabbard has alleged that that new assessment that was produced after that meeting, she said directly contradicted previous assessments. She did not prove that. And she is emphasizing the fact that that new assessment in January 2017 did not find that Russia that previous assessments did not find that Russia had altered the election results, altered vote counts. Well, the new assessment didn't either. What the new assessment found was that Russia engaged in hacking operations targeting Democrats, had engaged in influence operations online to attempt to alter the results in favor of Trump to hurt Clinton. That is not contradictory as far as we know. And a GOP-led Senate Intelligence Committee review of this found that these conclusions were correct and that there had not been political interference by the Obama administration. So look, there continues to be analysis by this current administration of what happened back then. But what we have so far from Ms. Gabbard, from President Trump, simply does not come close to proving that President Obama committed any crimes here.
When you put together what MSNBC and CNN are reporting, it becomes clear that Trump punished Tulsi Gabbard to bring up the Obama story. Why? To shift attention away from the Epstein files. But while doing that, they completely ignored a major flaw in the timeline, a mistake that's hard to miss. That kind of move sounds exactly like something we had not expect from Trump's White House. So, is Trump serious or just bluffing again? Let's look at how he uses the word treason. It's one of the most serious words in politics, linked to the death penalty. Yet Trump throws it around like paper towels during a hurricane photo op. Reports says he accused at least 24 people of treason while he was president, but none were ever charged. It's likely just another distraction. Still, it's dangerous. The word treason fires up extremists who believe Trump speaks directly to them. That could lead to violence. His words may seem over the top, but they have put lives at risk more than any other president in US history. Thanks for watching. Like, share and subscribe.